Robert, y'all got to bring it up. So, I said an hour and a minute. So, yesterday he showed me a place where I could get on there. Kids and be practice. But, I said, okay, we have weekly supervision on Fridays, which in the state of Ohio, it's required 1 hour recording supervision to still clients. Well, Fridays, it's always about Vicky's clients, because she does the ACM client, which goes through our practice. Because we have to do it like we do about this, which is like a doctor office. So, we have two sets of clients and I'm not always my so mine are never causing me a little bit of movement because they're on spots that they are. I don't get paid by the time. You know, if I was in the office, I'd be up. So, I'm looking for the client somebody's like, my friend's in Ohio, let's see, to Ohio, she'll go. Companies in Ohio, she'll go. So, but here, we have different, well, first of all, it's different. So, with my bachelor's degree, you can go, it's only human services, but I would have to get other classes because what they call, the council of the North is, here's what I do. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a lot different. I don't think it's like a big thing. The only good thing would be insurance. I'm not counting it's only counting legal and right. So, but we get that
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Walking with William, where I walk and ramble for 35-40 minutes every morning, Monday through Friday. I answer your questions if you have them. And I can answer them. But at the end of the walk, we logged what we did, and we have a beautiful day. Today is February 4th, Tuesday. It is approximately 46 degrees Fahrenheit outside, and I am starting my walk a little late because, hey, for some reason I slept late. So we're going to do that. I started with an 81 heart rate beat per minute, and I'm now up to a 96, a 4-degree incline, 2.5 miles an hour, 36 minutes, 37 seconds left to go. We've expended 25 calories, and we have gone approximately 0.14 miles so far. So today I did set the treadmill to go 5 minutes longer, but I am going slower. I have been going at 2.9 miles an hour. I'm now at 2.5, in part because of the longer time. So, we'll see what we get. I am a firm believer and encourage people that when you log stuff, you log the little stuff, like your inclines, your speed, your heart rate, a resting heart rate, and your maximum heart rate while you're exercising. You know, the time you're doing it, your calories, your distance, all that, to me personally, will actually tell you a better scope when you're looking at metrics at the end of the week as to your progress, because you can see your heart rate drop 2 points throughout the week. You can see you've increased by 0.1 miles or something. You know, you've increased your speed by 0.1 miles per hour. Your incline has gone up by a half a degree. All that, I think, is better than getting on the scales and trying to judge where you're at by your weight. And I say this because, like myself, I'm 280 pounds, pushing 50 years old, and get on the scale. I could weigh the same every week for like 3 weeks, but that doesn't mean my body didn't change. It doesn't mean I didn't lose fat. It just meant that I may have built muscle at the same rate I was losing fat. So, you know, major athletes and whatnot won't necessarily look at their weight, but they'll look at their, they'll measure muscle sizes, they'll measure diameters to see that they are cutting fat in certain places, but the weight didn't really change because, hey, they were doing things. No, KTA, I do not drink beer. I haven't drank beer in well over 20 years. So, I will on occasion do a mixed drink or a wine or something, but no beer. And drinking that mixed drink or wine is like once or twice a year. So, okay, we have now completed one full rotation of the Cybex treadmill, and when I say rotation, I mean we've gone from a 0-degree incline up to a 6-degree incline, and now we're back down at a 1 degree on our way down to 0 degrees. So that rotation was up and down. This is my normal machine. It is a Cybex treadmill, and I'm most of the time holding on to the sensors with one or both hands so it can figure out my heart rate so I can tell you guys. I do eat a lot of fruit and vegetables, KTA, and unfortunately that really hasn't fixed my preponderance around the core of the body. You know, my arms and legs don't look too bad. My head doesn't look too bad, but I am barrel shaped for the torso. So I do eat lots of fruits and veggies. I am in a calorie deficit, but I need to think about what I can do to work that core area without hurting myself. I can't do a normal sit-up anymore because it really hurts my back. You know, I have to do it with a lot of padding underneath, and that's just not, how do we say that? It's just not conducive to getting it done. So I am looking for something I can lean on or something that will cause me to come forward and back with a little assistance. And I know that the back in that area hurts because I'm not working the abs and everything as I should. But if I were to go into a straight up sit-up, it would probably hurt more than something else, and the hurt would last longer. So I need to find something to do that minimally, so to speak, just barely get it moving, and then work my way up to a full sit-up again. Work those little muscles a little bit, and eventually get to that point where I am working them to the full extent, and it's not hurting like my back. Thank you, Claire. Thank you for the likes. And for those who are just joining, yes, this is Walking with William. I go Monday through Friday live as I'm walking. I try to answer your questions as I'm going, if I can. But at the end of the 35-40 minute walk, we log it, and we do it again tomorrow. Every day, Monday through Friday. And for some reason, if I do have plans to miss a day, like I do have a doctor's appointment this Friday, so I'm still going to do my walking, but I'm not going to do the strength training. So I need to make the strength training up throughout the rest of the week. So that's thing to think of. You're right, KTA swimming is good, but I do not, however, have access to a heated pool in the winter, and I really don't want to fight the river. So a lake would be all right, but I don't have access to a pool or a heated pool. So I don't know what you're trying to say. I think I may have to bend down here in a second and retie a shoe. It seems to be coming loose, so give me just a second. Okay, that shoe is now tied again. I don't know why it came loose, but hey, thank you, Pedro. I've said it before. If in the middle of your workout you have to, what's poppin', Taste? If you have to, in the middle of your workout or something, take a break, tie a shoe, go to the restroom, just come back and finish where you started. If it's a 40-minute workout and you only go 20 minutes, then you have to run to the restroom. Do it. But remember, come back and do 20 more minutes. So, with that, we are halfway through the second iteration of incline. We have gone from a 0 up to a 6-degree incline now. We are at 2.5 miles an hour. I am sitting at 105 heart rate beats per minute. We have, out of the 40 minutes that this session was, 25 minutes, 54 seconds left to go. We've gone 0.58 miles and burnt 110 calories. Well, honestly, KTA, I'm not a fan of walking or running or anything like that, but I do know over the majority of my life, that type of activity has actually helped me. I won't say I like it, and that's one of the reasons I go live, because I get into my head when I'm walking, just not thinking, just moving, and it gets to a point to where I don't like doing this, and there's not a problem with not liking to do it, because I still do it. It's a complete disdain for it, that if you dislike it that much, don't do it at all, you know. But again, there's certain things, and when you were a kid and everything, you may have been told, oh, it may taste bad, but it's good medicine, it'll fix you. Well, that's like me and walking or running. I don't really like it, but it's good for me, and I do it. And again, a little bit of walking for me, and I encourage everyone else, just get up and move a little bit, whether it be 60 seconds, 5 minutes, or 40 minutes on the treadmill like I'm doing. Get up and move. Find something you may not necessarily like, but that you can do, that you're not really adverse to doing altogether. I'm alright, Alex. I'm up and moving. And again, the movement, it gets the heart in a better shape. It gets the cardiovascular system going. You're taking in a little better oxygen consumption, because you're generally breathing a little harder, so you're getting a little more into your body. That oxygen gets in, oxygenates the blood and the cardiovascular system, and it'll wake up systems throughout your body. And that's why I say, if you have to stop and go to the bathroom in the middle, go ahead and do it, because parts of your body are now oxygenated and awake. You're right, KTA, being alone is no good, but I'm single. I'm 50, I have no kids, no significant other or spouse, so I do come to the gym, in part because the daily fees that I pay, with all my discounts and everything for my past life and everything, comes out to be about $1.10 a day. So with that, I really have no excuse for a little over $1 a day not to come to the gym. So that's a motivator for me. It's like, there's no excuse. Oh, it's raining outside, I ain't gonna walk in the rain. Oh, it's snowy outside, I ain't gonna walk in the snow unless I have to, type thing. You know, but here at the gym, it's indoors, so I don't have to worry about heat, cold, rain, fog, snow. I don't have to worry about insects, and it is a 24-hour access gym. Even if it's dark out, I can come to the gym and be in light to do something. So that's the whole key, is we get up and we do something. That's all there is to it. We do something. And like I say, I'm trying to figure out something to do for my abs that will not kill my back so much. I'm thinking something along the lines of a hula hoop or something. Might be alright. And again, like I say, even if it's only 60 seconds a day, it's up, it's doing, and that's the key, is you do it for what you can. And I again stress what you can do and what you should do. I can get on this treadmill and go for an hour or more. but it's not necessarily what I should do. If you know you can do something, but you're just getting started into doing things, why not do half of what you know you can do to get that little bit of exercise and everything going? You can always build up, but if you go too high too fast, you'll hurt yourself and you may not want to ever do it again. So yeah, I could run on this treadmill, but I won't be talking. I'll just be running. And yeah, it might work, but it's maybe not the best thing. You have a good day at work, KTA. I'll see you next time. Have a nice day. Yeah, so again, do things, get it done, and keep moving. That's the key, is just get up and get moving. Yeah, like I say, it doesn't matter if it's 60 seconds of hula hoop or 40 minutes of walking. You'll get there eventually. So you get up and you move. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is close to the 4th iteration of this. 0 degrees, 6 degrees, back down. I'm thinking I'm at the beginning of the 4th one. We went from 0 degrees up to a 4-degree incline. That's where I'm at. 2.5 miles an hour. Let's see, 104 heartbeats per minute. We have 18 minutes, 10 seconds left to go. We've gone 0.9 miles and expended 167 calories. So, we've gone, we'll say, 21 minutes out of a 40-minute cycle. 21 to 22 minutes out of a 40-minute cycle. So we're already halfway there. We're doing good. Quick estimates of 0.9 miles in 21 minutes means we'll probably come in at 1.7 to 1.8 miles in 40 minutes. So, you know, it's nothing big. Like I say, I'm going at 2.5 miles an hour, which is considered by average slow walking speed, because a quote-unquote average walking speed is 3 to 3.2 miles an hour. And I'm doing 2.5, so I'm going a little slow, but at the same time, I'm talking the whole time. I'm talking. And talking when you're doing any type of physical item means you're not taking in and using as much oxygen because you're exhaling faster to talk. So my muscles and everything are at a natural, even though they are getting more oxygen, they're not getting as much as they could. So they are starved a little more for oxygen, which makes the workout a little bit harder at a slower speed, because I am talking. You know, like I say, if I wasn't talking, I could up the speed, move, and not a problem. And that's something to consider as well, because my machine keeps going up and down. It's simulating hills, up and down hills. So every time we go uphill, it gets a little harder. And that strains the muscles a little bit, strains the lungs, trying to take in oxygen and movement. So, again, get up and move, log everything, And I say log everything because the incline you're going, okay, let's say I'm just starting, I'm doing 5 minutes a day, 3 times a week at a 0-degree incline. Well, next week I'm going to do my 5 minutes Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3 times a week, but I'm going to do it at a 1-degree incline. So that's a big change week to week. So it's one little metric you can see, you can physically change. You know, the speed you do that 5 minutes in. Okay, I did it at 1 mile an hour. Well, next week I do it at 2 miles an hour. You know, that's a big change. So it's a big change, but it's still only 5 minutes. It's still something small that you can do. You know, and then, okay, this 5 minutes I'm doing it at 4 miles an hour up a 3-degree incline. Okay, we're going to change it to 10 minutes. Well, maybe the incline is too much, maybe the speed is too much, but you're trying to extend your time, so you back certain things off while you increase. You know, it's the same with strength training. There are pros and cons to lifting heavy, but in order to lift heavy, one of the things you really got to think about is lifting light, but lifting more. You know, that's the whole concept of going into a fatigue setting for your workout. You know, you can lift an empty bar 100 times, or you can lift a 100-pound bar 1 time. They both have their benefits and their drawbacks, like I say. So maybe you can do a 50-pound bar 10 times, 3 times in a row. You know, that will actually help in both directions in a more level tone. So, I'm not Grandpa Lou, but hello NH. And thank you for the encouragement to keep it up. Yeah, like I say, we just get up and we move and we walk. And it doesn't have to be walk. Even though I do call my lives here Walking with William, we get up and we move. Whether it be 60 seconds with a hula hoop type thing, or 5 minutes run. You know, you're going to get on a treadmill and you're just going to go as fast as you can for 5 minutes. If that is not going to injure you, do it. And I say injure you because maybe you can't do that. I started working out originally about 5 years ago. About 2 years ago, I had an incident that sent me to the hospital for 3 days. And I did not work out again for almost a year. And that took me up until about August of 2024. So I'm getting back into it. And that's the thing, is you get back into it, and you do. But again, 5 years ago, I was about 320 pounds, give or take. Well over 300, I know. And I found it difficult to walk from the front door of the gym to the office, which was somewhere between 40 and 60 feet. I had to stop halfway through it, catch my breath, relax, take time to recuperate before I could move on, because I was unfit, unhealthy. I am still not six-packs, abs, or big muscles or anything. I'm not ripped like that. But I can now, like I say, walk for 40 minutes while talking to you guys with nary a stop. Yes, I did take about 60 seconds and retie a shoe that had for some reason come loose. That's okay. You get up and you move. That's the whole thing. From the time I started to now, I have been up past 40 minutes on a treadmill, and faster, and steeper levels. But that was like 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. And since that time, like I say, I've had a medical condition that took me out for 3 days in the hospital. And I did not really work out for a year. So I'm getting back into it. I'm doing 40 40 minutes of this 5 days a week. And now I'm talking. This is like day 26, 25 of going live and talking. This particular set is day 54 of logging it, day 59 of doing it, and that's doing 30-minute walk 5 days a week. And I say it's 54 of logging it and 59 of doing it because the first week I did it, I didn't know if I could or not. And that's why I didn't log it. I wasn't logging things like I should have been because I didn't know if I could. So that first week that I did not log was, can I do this 5 days a week at 30 minutes? And I did. So we're looking at 60 days ago, 2 months, I was doing 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. And then about a month into it, I switched it to 35 minutes a day, 5 days a week. Here I am. I started yesterday doing 40 minutes a day, 5 days a week. Yes, I did lower the speed because once I'd hit 35 minutes a week at I started at 30 minutes a week, 30 minutes a session, 5 days a week at 2.6 miles an hour. I made it up to 35 minutes at 2.9. So now here I am at 40 minutes a day at 2.5 miles an hour. So over the month of February, I may increase it up to 2.7, 2.8 miles an hour again. So I've gotten better within that 4 weeks. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's little things that will cause you to get better. No, Zan, I am not calling you that. So, again, we get up and we move. Alright, we are now down to a 2-degree incline on the backside of our imaginary hill. This is the 4th hill we've gone through, and it's 2.5 miles an hour. Let's see. 2-degree incline, 2.5 miles an hour, 6 minutes, 24 seconds left to go. 1.38 miles completed, 262 calories expended, and please don't tell me I broke it. I think I broke it. The sensors are not sensing my heart rate. Look at that, I died while walking. So, I'll wipe them off and try again. No, they're gone. So I am not getting a heart rate on it anymore. So, it happens. It is saying it's 3.2 METs. But it's not reading heart rate. So I'm going to give it a minute or two to cool off. My hands aren't on it. I am holding on to the sides because if you watch, I wobble. It happens. That's another reason I like the treadmill, is if I do wobble, I can usually catch myself. Okay, let's try the heart rate again. Okay, there is no more heart rate. So this machine is gone heartless. Ha ha ha. So that'll just be something I will have to report to the management on this one. That will make 3 machines in a row here that have been killed in some way, shape, or form. But this machine I am on is one of the older ones, so the heart rate sensors going on that one is understandable. So yeah, it happens. Last I checked, my heart rate was somewhere around between 104 and 110. So I'm going to go up to the high end of that and say it's going to be around 108 for an average. Even though I can't tell you right now, I'm sure if we went back through the video we could find out. So we are now at a 0-degree incline, 2.5 miles an hour, 3 minutes 52 seconds left to go, 1.49 miles completed, 279 calories, and we've got, like I say, about 3.5 minutes left to go. This machine I'm on, I know for a fact, at the 2-minute mark, will drop down, drop the incline, drop the speed, because the last 2 minutes it counts as a cool down. So it happens. Like I say, at the 35-minute, I was going 1.69 miles. Right now I'm at 1.52, so but I'm going a little slower, but it'll pick up. So I did 1.5 miles. I'm doing, on average, 1.5 miles a day of walking, just walking, straight up walking on the treadmill. So that's a good thing. So 1.5 miles equates to 7.5 miles a week. It would be better if I were up closer to 10 miles a week, but I'll get there. And like I say, for logging it and following this is only 2 months in. You know, by 6 months in, it should be a lot better. And that's the key. So we are just about to hit the 2-minute mark. The machine is going to drop speed and incline. It went from a 1-degree incline to a 0.5 mile an hour, which is way too slow for me personally. So I'll bring it back up to 2.5. And, you know, we're doing good. So we've got less than 2 minutes left to go. We've expended 369, or sorry, we went 1.59 miles and expended 293 calories. So when it's all said and done, because I got 1.5 minutes to go, I'm going to get over 1.6 miles. I was getting 1.68 to 1.69. So it's less than 1/10 of a mile I've lost in speed, but I've managed to gain 5 more minutes of walking. So thank you, Alexis, or Alex. There's the 1 minute. It dropped down to 0.5 mile an hour again. Bring it back up to 2.5 for the remainder of what's left of this minute. So 2.5 miles an hour, 40 seconds left to go. Distance is 1.62 miles, 299 calories. See, I was expending approximately the same amount of calories at 35 minutes faster speed as I just did in the 40 minutes at a lower speed. I was doing 301 calories. I'm already over 301 calories. I'm at like 303, you know, with like 5 seconds left to go. So, you know, that little increase is a big increase. Thank you, Abby. Okay, so we've done it. It says it's 1.64 miles. So we have gone almost the same distance, you know. I have been doing 1.869, so we'll say 0.05 miles or 1/20th of a mile. We did 40 minutes today. The resting heart rate I started off with was 81. We'll say my average was 108, and it was a 2.5 mile thing, and we did 303 calories. So that's a beautiful day. And like I say, we log it. That's the key to seeing everything. Thank you, Emma. And that's the live for today. You know, 40 minutes, give or take. It was a good day. Our cardiovascular is moving, our heart's moving, the blood's flowing through, the oxygen's in the blood moving around. I feel great. About 20 minutes in, the endorphins hit me, so that's a great thing. And now that it's done, I'm feeling good because the dopamine's hitting and everything's going great. So that has been Walking with William on Tuesday, February the 4th, 2025. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a nice day. February the 4th, 2025. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a nice day.